it's good. It's obviously home has been good to us, but it's with a young group. It's good to get on the road and have a different week ahead of us. Obviously it's NCHC competition, so we know the importance of that. But it's nice to get on the road and have our guys grow together as a team a little bit more on the road.
What type of team are you going to face this weekend?
Tenacious, hardworking, very similar to last weekend against Bemidji. A team that doesn't give you a lot of time and space. A team that plays with urgency. And again, we know the battles. We went in there last year, and on Friday night, they came at us hard, and we found a way to win a game there. And again, it'll be no different this Friday night. So it'll make up for a good college hockey game for sure.
Touched on it a little bit, but how important is it to truly start off on the right foot going into NCHC play?
Yeah, it is. It doesn't matter what sport you're playing or what league you're in. It's critical the start of the year, so you're not playing catch up. So again, like I said, every game is important, and especially at the beginning of the year. The games get tougher as the season gets on. Teams are better. Their structure's better. They're playing probably more of a team game as seasons go on, so it's tougher to win as you go, so it's very important to try to get ahead of it early in the season.
What are we seeing out of Rochester? Like from a context standpoint, what are we witnessing right now?
Well, I think again, I'll bring it up again. The most special comment you can give to a player or feedback to a player is that you're a consistent hockey player. I think he's playing with consistency. It's no mystery that after the year he's had, he's going to garner a lot of attention on the ice, and he's finding a way to make impacts in games. And again, that's just attributed to the player that he is. He's a hockey player. He's a guy that deeply cares about himself and the team. And again, it's going to get harder for him. And again, we've already had a talk this week on matchups that we don't get the last line change in the matchups, and again we played him in the frozen face-off in Minneapolis, and then 4 games previous to that you know what you're going to get, so be ready for it, and he is.
Coach, it's the first road game, it's the first conference game, and it's 1 versus 2. Have you told you guys anything to kind of keeping them from getting overwhelmed?
Yeah, no, we got a lot of work to do. We talked about it last night, the Saturday night after we beat Bemidji to sweep. We talked about 60-minute games. We've done a lot of good things throughout the first part of the season to give us some success, but we know we're not there yet. And again, in order to get there, you have to play a 60-minute game. And we found a way to win two games in different ways this past weekend. Well, we have to make sure that we figure it out and play the right way through a 60-minute process to win games. And again, you're not going to win games unless you do that. So there's self-realization within our group that we have work to do ahead of us in order to have success going forward.
How do you feel the young guys will kind of react to playing on the road?
Well, I'm sure there's going to be a little bit of newness as far as in a new venue, a different venue that they haven't been into. Their fans, hopefully we'll have a lot of our fans there too, which we always do. But I think the biggest thing, it's hockey. It's making sure that whether you're playing home or road, that you're doing the right things to give you success within your structure. And again, we don't want to deviate from that. We want to have a chance to make sure that we play the right way early on, especially in important series this weekend.
One thing you've always touched on is getting off to better starts, and unfortunately in a couple of the games this weekend that wasn't always the case. You did come away with wins, but how more important is it now on the road, now that you're not at home, to get off to a better start?
Well, it is. Like I said, there's a lot of things that lead into games now on the road with bench management and last changes, and I think energy level is going to be a big thing. You just heard Rhett Gardner say that was his first game. He's played 2 in a row this year. Energy is going to be a big thing, and making sure that our line changes are efficient. We're not getting caught out too long on shifts. It's going to be a big thing as far as our start. And again, we want to get out to a start, not chase a game. But again, we have to do the things that are critical within doing that.
Christian will on the status for the weekend?
He'll play. Christian Lannon will play. He had 2 great practices here this weekend, and he looks like he hasn't missed a beat, and he will play this weekend.
Any more? Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thanks, Coach. Okay.